Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lanolin, and we are back with episode 16. And yeah, I've done a little bit of work off camera as far as updating a few things. I went ahead and added some signs to make it a little bit easier to find stuff. And I went ahead and moved our Botania stuff outside because I've done a little bit of updating outside as well. Look how fancy this looks. Now, these are willow shelves. I was actually really surprised that I could make shelves out of this wood, but thanks to Biblio Woods Biomes of Plenty Edition, as you can see right there in Wayla, we can. So yeah, I went ahead and did some fancy stuff. Oh man, that was like that for a reason. But anyway, today we're going to be working on a whole bunch of cool Botania goodies that I would really like to have access to. And I'm not going to name them all right now because we still have a little bit of looking around to do, including actually our smeltery area, which now looks super fancy. Look at this. And I went ahead and extended this out because I had a bunch of extra smeltery bricks from tearing down the other smeltery we had. I went ahead and tossed them in here, and it turned this into a gigantic smeltery. So I guess we'll use this one if we have any like massive amounts of ingots we need to process, you know, stuff like that. And these guys are going quite well. Although I have noticed there's a bit of lag, like FPS lag, you know, a little bit of little jumpy, I guess you can say, when these guys are like laying here, because it's like flowing liquid. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but the rendering on it causes a little bit of FPS lag. So although this is an awesome setup, we might be looking to move in a different direction later on down the line. Not too soon though. It's not too bad. It's just there's definitely a noticeable difference. So anyway, as I was saying, we're going to do some cool stuff with Botania today. A few things to note, by the way. As I mentioned in previous episodes, I like to use the most up-to-date version of a mod. Basically, whenever Curse tells me that there's an update for a mod, I update it. So yeah, keep that in mind. Now, because of that, the most recent updates to Botania and a couple updates earlier changed a few things. One thing in particular is the Indo Flame is now not nearly as strong as it used to be. It wasn't a huge nerf, but it does produce a little bit less mana for the same amount of coal. So off camera, I've been working to kind of build up our little mana supply for our episode today, because we're going to, like I said, make a whole bunch of cool Botania toys, and to do that we're going to need a bit of mana. And now, because the Indo Flame was nerfed, I figured now was a good enough time as any to go ahead and upgrade to my next favorite flower, the Hydrangeas, or however it is pronounced. I'm not too sure, to be honest. But that's going to come later on in the episode. For now, we got plenty of mana to do what we need to do. And yeah, we got a few other things that we need to go ahead and take care of building, so let's take a look. Setting ourselves up with some quick Botania Bling requires us to collect a bit of mana, which we actually have been doing for quite some time now. Alongside our mana, we will also need to create a few runes using the runic altar. We will go into the specific runes we will need later on. Today, we will be creating the Mana Seer Monocle, the Sojourner Sash, the Band of Ore with the Mana Tablet combo, and the Pyroclast Pendant. We will also be utilizing the Alchemy Catalyst and about 8 Hydrangeas to start passively generating us more mana than the Dayblooms were. So, after we killed this creeper, oh, sniped. I'm different. Oh. Alright, so getting started, first things first, we obviously need to make the runic altar. Now, to do that, we need to get ourselves a mana pearl or a mana diamond. Now, it's a lot easier for me to get mana pearls, aka ender pearls, using equivalent exchange, or just going and killing endermen than getting diamonds, so we're probably going to stick with our mana pearls. Oh yeah. So the runic altar is pretty much the most important thing as far as crafting things goes with Botania, and yeah, I mean, I didn't realize I hadn't made one until I started planning this episode. I'm like, oh man, where's my runic altar? Oh, I haven't made one. So now we have one, and it's pretty cool too. You can right click and stuff will float on it. Look at that, floaty float. And You know, gotta have an empty hand though, or you can't get stuff back out of it. But shift right click works, as you saw there. So something else that we need a whole bunch of mana steel, as you saw, so we can actually dump these in as blocks rather than individually. And now with that, oh, you know what I need? I need to make one more mana spreader. I've got the reagents I have in here for our runes, but I need to make another mana spreader. I thought I did, but it's all good. I can do that really quick. Let's grab ourselves a flower or a petal. Shift right click works on these guys, as you can see right there. I just need a gold ingot. Nice. Nice. And oh, nope, living wood. Whoopsie doodles. What? Oh, okay. I was about to be super mad. So yeah, because the runic altar, of course, needs mana to run, and we got this guy right here. Boom. Now this guy should shoot mana at the runic altar for us when we need it. Man, those blocks took up a lot of that cost a lot of mana. I mean, it costs the same to drop blocks versus ingots. You know, it's just one's more convenient than the other. Just wow. All right. So anyway, first things first, we need to make ourselves a few runes. Now, I think this one will give us the rune of air. Oh no, this one's the rune of earth. So as I mentioned, you can go ahead and right-click these guys onto the altar like that. Then we need these three guys. Then you grab yourselves a wand of the forest and boom! Yeah, rune of earth for sure. Now, as you can see, it has a little nice progress meter, so you can sit there and see how long it's going to take. Mana is going to shoot over here from this guy, which is slowly going down. It doesn't cost too much mana to make runes, but you definitely want to make sure you have some. Was there anything else we needed to make while we were waiting? Oh yeah, one of our runes is going to require, because we're making the pyroclast pendant, we have to make the rune of summer. Well, the rune of summer requires a melon. I do not have any melons. So how do we get a melon? Well, you can get big bad queen. You can get melons? What? And ew. That's a crazy bee. Come on, where's it at? I know there's a way you can get melons. Well, anyway. With Botania, you can do some cool stuff to get melons. And the first thing we need to get cool stuff is the alchemy catalyst. Now, it's a little bit expensive, a little kind of a mid-game, mid-tier item. You need a brewing stand, and you need a mana pearl and some gold and all that fun stuff. So it's not something that you're going to be able to make like right out of the door. Oh, is it done? Oh, okay, cool. See, all the cool lightning effects means that it is complete, and you just kind of walk over to this guy, rock, right click, bam! We got an achievement, Lilium Doll. Where is it? There we go. Runes of Earth. Hell yeah. Now, we don't need these guys just yet. So we're going to put them right there. See? That's why I put those over there. I figured it'd be a nice way to keep myself nice and organized. All right, and then the next one we need, I believe, is the Rune of Air. Pretty sure it's the Rune of Air. And then, bam. Where is the Soul Runner stash in here? There we go. Rune of Air and the Rune of Earth. Yeah, nice. What's really nice is the Pyroclast pendant requires a Rune of Air and a Rune of Earth. That's why I decided to go ahead and make it. And a Rune of Fire, but that's not a big deal. But melons. I know that there's a way to get melons with Botania, but now that we have the alchemy catalyst, if you go ahead and make a little space underneath your mana pool, put that guy under there. There's some cool stuff that we should be able to do in here now. Whoa, are you running out already? Oh, man. All right, we need to make ourselves another block of coal and figure out what gives us melons. Because the way the alchemy catalyst works is you can drop stuff on there and it'll give you other things. Maybe it's a slime ball. Let's grab a couple of slime balls. Let's grab some nether wart too. If you can drop like different plants and stuff on there and you can get different types, like it'll cycle through different types of things. Kind of like old school equivalent exchange was. With right clicking in the Philosopher's Stone. Alright, so I forgot to grab my block of coal. Okay, so I don't need that. Whoop. That apparently won't give me anything. Slime ball will give me cactus. Nice. I need some cacti. And that'll give me, okay, into a slime ball. Okay, well. Huh. Oh, this is done. Nice. Sweet. So we have our Rune of Air. Now with that, let's take these last little bits and we can make our Rune of Fire. And then while that's being made, I'm going to look and see what I have to do to get myself a melon. Because I know you can transmute it somehow. I just can't remember what exactly it is. It might be a seed. Let's go grab some seeds. Maybe seeds will work. And actually, let's grab a little bit of everything. Let's grab some sugarcane. Oh, you know what? Actually, we'll probably do it. Where are our pumpkins? Wait, do we not have any pumpkins either? Oh, man. Okay, so in that case, it probably is seeds. We probably need to cycle through all the different seeds. But let's grab potato, a carrot, and then some seeds. We can toss these guys back in here because mushrooms didn't do it. This didn't do it. You don't go in there. Haha. I guess you can go in there. Right, so that's still going. Oh, I forgot to grab a block of coal again. Whoops. Is that melon seeds? Nice. Okay, so it was a carrot into melon seeds. What a... Okay, you turn into carrots. And then regular seeds don't do anything. Okay, so real quick, I actually have a nice little spot ready and prepared for this. That guy right there. So let's grow him up real quick. Actually, we don't need bone meal. We've got ourselves our cool boy watering can. All right, grow. Nice. Nice. Come on. Come on. Wow. We should just grab bone meal. The watering can is really nice, but, you know, sometimes when you're trying to do stuff like this, and especially if you know, can't afford the bone meal, which we definitely can. And actually, we should probably make a couple more machines from thermal expansion that can help with that. But anyway, grow, grow, grow. And now, unfortunately, we do have to kind of wait for this to pop up a melon, but it usually doesn't take too long. But that's okay because we got a couple other things that we can make while that is growing. So let's toss it on there. Oh man, I missed. Nice. All right, so we have our Rune of Fire that we can use later on. So let's run back over here and actually let's go ahead and toss a Rune of Air up there. Hop. Let's grab these guys really quick because we're going to need those. And let's get to working on our Sojourner Sash. Woo! So 4 leather, Rune of Earth, and Mana Steel Ingot. Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have to put it in this thing. I forgot. Give. Or, you know, oh, I did give. So, Mana Steel Ingot was actually right there. Some leather. And we went backwards. Sojourner Sash. Oh, yeah. Nice. So, by the way, in case you didn't know, the Sojourner Sash was nerfed. Just a little bit. You see how I have it on and it's not working? Oh, I can jump, though. Okay. So it doesn't nerf the jump. The Sojourner Sash, because I didn't mention it in the project summary, allows you to run faster, jump higher, and it gives you a step up on 1 block heights. Let's go find some 1 block heights. This should work. Now, see? However, the Sojourner Sash was recently nerfed. It now requires a little bit of mana to work. Yeah. Kind of sucks, but it makes sense. It's a really powerful item that does some really cool things. So it requiring a little bit of mana makes sense. But it is cool that you can jump without the need for mana. That's cool. I like that. But that is actually why I decided that we were going to go ahead and make the Band of Aura and the Mana Tablet. And while I'm thinking about it, I almost forgot. We need to make the Mana Monocle, which we can actually do really quick. Nice, some mana glass, which I'd show you what it looks like, but it breaks, so no. Unfortunately not. We need a few ingots. Is it in here? I don't see it. No. Oh, well. Well, actually, real quick, we can go ahead and make... I think it's all the way around. There we go. Mana tablet. That'll be really, really good. So the Mana Tablet should actually accept the mana that the Ring of Aura generates. Or the band of... Was it the ring? Am I forgetting? Am I forgetting my names? Oh, wait. My fault. Band of Aura. Aura. There we go. Oh, there's a big boy one. Oh, that's the greater band of mana. Alright, so we need a Rune of Mana, which is actually really easy to make, which is why I didn't go ahead and set those guys out there. And 4 Mana Steel Ingots. So I'm actually going to need 1 more Ender Pearl. So we can eat this potato, why not? Delicious potato. We needed 5 of these guys, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see why I tossed a bunch of blocks in there. Because we needed a whole bunch. Alright, so you make up. I'm going to go ahead and get your recipe ready over here. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so when that's ready, we should be able to put that together. We're going to need 1 more Rune of Air, 1 Rune of Fire, and 1 Rune of Earth. Coming up here soon. So I can put my fire away. Nice. Put the extra air away and the extra earth away. Hooray! Let's see if this melon has grown yet. Nope. Oh yeah, the Manaseer Monocle. Why was that so hard to say? I'm not really sure. Really easy to make. Bam. Now what's nice about this, although it does take up our head slot, not only does it look super fancy. Here, you get a better view of it. See? Looks super duper fancy. It kind of allows you to see like mana-related things. You can kind of... It'll be a little bit more apparent once we have... Like, actually, in case you were curious... Oh, yeah, there we go. See, this is the range of the Indo Flame. This is how close its mana spreaders will need to be in order for the mana spreaders to collect its mana. And if you're trying to power stuff with mana... I'm not sure, actually, if you can just power stuff with mana using just flowers. I think you do need to have a mana pool. But anyway, this is the range in which this thing will dump its mana. And you can see that thanks to the Manaseer's Monocle. Let's go ahead and toss our living rock on here. What? There we go. Oh, wow, we only get 1. I didn't know that, actually. Okay, so we only get 1 Rune of Mana. It's a really easy recipe, but we only get 1. So the Band of Aura, again, because I didn't mention the project summary, this will allow you to generate a whole bunch of mana. Well, not a whole bunch. It actually generates very small amounts of mana. But I'm hoping it should put its mana into the mana tablet, which is why we're going to carry one around. And we'll know that it's working because we'll be able to suddenly start being able to run really fast and all that good stuff. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to move a little bit. Oh, maybe that's just placebo. But anyway, what I also wanted to go ahead and do, since I kept forgetting to do it, we need to toss more coal into our Indo Flame. See, this is what I mean by, you know, these things don't cost too much mana. But I would actually like to have a little bit of starting mana in my mana tablet. So if we actually take this guy, right click in the air to switch him back to function mode, and switch this guy right click, shift right click, switch him to sparing mana to items, toss our mana tablet on him. We don't want too much mana because we still have a couple more things we got to make. Look, now we got a little bit of mana in there, which is all quickly disappearing. Where is it going? Oh, it's probably filling up the internal buffer for the Soul Donor Sash. Yeah, as you can see down there right above my pickaxe, I have a nice little blue bar. Yeah, that's how much mana I have in my mana tablet, so you can always keep track of it. And it doesn't need to be on your action bar either to see it, which is really cool. Because there will be more stuff going on, moving on later on, that we'll need. See how we can run super fast now and jump high? And if we cruise on up here, look at that. We don't have to jump or anything. We just go step right up, step up, up, up. And that is all thanks to the fantastic Soul Donor Sash. The Soul Donor Sash is one of my what must-have Botania items. And I don't think it uses that much mana. I'm pretty sure it's like pretty small. But it does need mana, and the Band of Aura should help kind of counteract that a little bit. Probably not completely, but I think it'll be a nice boost. So this is filling up a little bit. Nice. So the last thing that we need to make, as soon as this thing decides to pop up a melon, which it's being stubborn and doesn't want to, The last thing we're going to make is going to be the Pyroclast Pendant. So we just need some string, the Rune of Summer, which requires a Rune of Earth, a Rune of Air, 2 sand, a slime ball, and a melon. So let's grab the rest of that stuff. We just need 2 sand, 1, 2, our slime ball, and our stupid melon that won't grow. I might hit it with the watering can off camera. Oh, I missed. You saw that? I tried to jump onto the bridge and I completely missed. Oh yeah, you can also see the range of the the pure daisies too. Neat. So Rune of Earth, Rune of Air, 2 sand, and a slime ball. And then one of these days, a melon. All right, let's see if our watering can will help us out here. Come on. Come on. Gimme, gimme. It's like the first one takes forever, but once the first one grows, you have like melons forever. Well, I'll be right back while this grows. We are back and our melon finally grew. Hooray! Oh, and one thing that really helps as far as the Band of Aura goes and generating mana, it helps to equip it. Equipping it really, really helps. But yeah, now this should actually, you know, put a little bit of mana, a little bit at a time, into our mana tablet. So yeah, look, our melon grew. Hooray! So yeah, that'll produce more melons for us. And now that we have more melons, we can make more melon seeds and all that fun stuff. So you go on there and no, and go. So while that is going, let's switch gears a little bit and work on something a little different. Now I need a bunch of these to be mana petals. Because like I said, we're going to make some hydrangeas. Hydrangeas, I'm not super sure how exactly they're pronounced. I like to call them hydrangeas because that's the way it looks to me. So these all need to be turned into mana petals. Thank you very much. And I actually set up this nice little fancy spot over here, which you can see right here how I did it. I just put you know, just 2 dirt blocks down and then just put these guys around them. And it's just chiseled marble. Looks super nice, actually. I liked it. I was going to go all the way down this way. I might still, but for now, this should be fine. Because this is going to give us 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 plants. 8 hydrangeas, which should be plenty. For now, at least. Boom! Alright, now last but not least, let's toss a Rune of Fire on there, a Rune of Summer on there. And wait, what else did it need? Oh. We don't make it in this. Just kidding. So it's the same as the other ones. I need string because it is, of course, a pendant after all, or necklace. So the downside to the necklace and the Manaseer monocle is that they share the same bauble slot. So we won't be able to wear both at the same time. However, they both have very specific uses, so we don't really need to wear them both at the same time. However, I will probably prefer to wear the Pyroclast pendant over the Manaseer monocle more often than not. But that's cool because we can put our Manaseer monocle over here. Da-da-da. Nice. Gotta love shelves, dude. You can put anything on here. As far as I know, I'm pretty sure anything you can put on shelves. But the Pyroclast pendant, if I haven't mentioned it already, and I'm pretty sure I haven't, makes you resistant to fire. So if I want to go collect more blaze rods and I don't feel like using EE because EE is a little cheesy, you know, I try not to use it too much. But, you know, once we start working with blaze rods a little bit more, you know, it'll help. It makes you resistant to fire. Now, this doesn't mean that you can just jump into lava and you'll be all good. No, no. You need the upgraded version. You need the Crimson Pendant to be able to jump into lava and, you know, no big deal. It's all good. But that requires a Gaia Spirit, which we aren't even anywhere as close of even being able to think about fighting the Gaia boss from Botania. So for now, let's stick with our small boy, little Botania early game stuff. Now, to get started with that early game stuff, once you're done with Dayblooms, which also, Dayblooms were nerfed too, by the way. I don't know where my Dayblooms went. I had a weird, like, world issue where I actually, like, lost the world for a little while, and I was able to recover it because I was smart and I backed it up manually myself rather than worrying about automatic backups, because I lost all that. Upgraded my PC a little bit, got a new hard drive, everything was super awesome, and then sadness. I thought I lost the world, so I had to back up an old world, which thankfully had a lot of the work I did done already. But I don't know where my dayblooms went. I don't know if I picked them up and put them somewhere, and then that container that I had them in got lost. Like, I don't know. I don't know where the hell it went. I don't know. I don't remember what I was doing with the dayblooms, and I don't see them in here. So that's okay, because we're making new flowers anyway. Oh no! Just kidding. We might be making our flowers next episode, unfortunately. We ran a little long. Although, maybe I can go ahead and rush these flowers out really quick. It took a little bit longer than I expected it to for that melon to grow and to make all of the pyroclast pendant and everything. So we're kind of rushing on time. But that's okay, because the hydrangea, there it is right there, my boy, requires a whole lot of blue petals, which I actually already have collected. And like I said, we're making 8 of these. I'm pretty sure 8. I did the math for, I think, 8. Let me double check my notes. Yeah, I did the math for 8, so yeah, we should be good. We already have all the mana petals and stuff, so 2 blue, 3 cyan, 1 pink, and one of the 1 blue petal and 1 cyan petal need to be mana petals, so keep that in mind. We need 8 seeds. And what else did we need? Oh yeah, I went ahead and made some mana pools and a mana spreader as well, because we're going to have to collect these. And actually, I think I need 2 mana spreaders, but we'll worry about that in a second. Now, I'm going to make one of these flowers on camera, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera just to save time. I'm sure you guys won't mind, because it is a lot of right-clicking, no funness. Well, it's fun. I like Botania, but you know, it can be a little tedious. When making a whole bunch of flowers. So we'll put these guys next to each other to make sure they're good. So it's 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. Actually, let's just do like this. Now I say this to make sure that we do this correctly. 1, 1, 1, 1, and then 2 of these guys, and then seeds as the catalyst. Boom! Hydrangeas. Nice. So like I said, I'm going to make the rest of these off camera. And then we'll set them up. All right, and we are back, and we have our 8 hydrangeas, and I only screwed up once. I only messed up putting them in there one time. So, as you can see, we placed these dudes in here. And they will drink. Oh, why isn't it working? Oh, this was working in my test world. This is supposed to refill, man. Let me see something. Maybe I need to place blocks under that water source block so it'll refill properly. What can we use that's fancy? We can use... I guess we can just stick with the marble, huh? We'll just go with regular plain marble. It's underneath the water block, so it's all good. So anyway, let's see if we can't do this. There we go. See, as you can see, it's able to drink from these guys. It's just these guys aren't replenishing. And I'm thinking because it's kind of an awkward... Oh, no. Why isn't it working? Oh, no. See, I was under the impression that they didn't eat the source block anymore. But they are eating the source block. Huh. Well, that's okay. We got our corner ones working, and I'll work on making sure that this works properly off camera in between this episode and next. So it's all good. It's all good. And actually, here's another situation where we need our Manaseer Monocle so we can make sure that we are hooking these guys up properly. And I am actually going to need one more mana spreader, so let me run in here and grab a piece of gold. Grab ourselves... That works. Bam. Okay. So like I said, we needed 2 because these guys are kind of long. So yeah, you can actually see where they can reach. They can only reach in a 1 block area around them, which means basically the corners are where they got to draw water from. And I'm really not sure why this isn't working. It's kind of strange to me. Let's try this. See, that one refills. That's okay. I'll work on that off camera. Let's get our mana spreaders down. Now, I should be able to place this guy like this. And they should all bind to this guy. Right? Yeah, you're bound to him, you're bound to him. You can tell they're bound because you see the little outline around the mana spreader. Yeah, perfect. I grabbed 2 mana pools because I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to do this, but I think I'm going to put this guy here. And then bind you. What? Oh, you're on... There we go, bind mode. Bind you to him. Nice! Look at that. Already got some mana coming in. Good stuff. You right there. You bind to you. Oh. Sweet! Now, I will need to make 1 more mana spreader because I actually want these guys to power the runic altar. And I'm going to put it right there and have it shoot that way. But I'll worry about that later. For now, that is it for this episode. I'm not super sure why the hydrangeas are eating this block and this block isn't refilling itself. I will work on that and fix that off camera, then come back and show you guys my solution in the next episode. We made a whole bunch of cool stuff today with Botania. I showed off some nice... upgrades and stuff to the base, makes it look real fancy around here. We made ourselves some hydrangeas, which are being a little bit weird. Not super sure why they're not working. Well, they're working. Just this water isn't refilling. And, of course, we made ourselves the Pyroclast Pendant, the Band of Aura, the Soldier Hunter Sash, the Mana Tablet. We got ourselves the Alchemical Catalyst, which allowed us to get ourselves some melons, which was really cool because we need some melons, and I'll probably plant some more so we can have a little bit of a backstock of melons because I think melons are used for a few more things. I think more glistening melons, though. Plus, we need to make more Runes of Summer, which we more than likely will need to do. So thanks for watching, guys. I have been Lanolin of LanolinTV, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.